All right, so now let's take a look at the All the Things You Are lesson. What I suggest that you do is before you watch this lesson, print off the page, the blank page with just the chords on it, and try analyzing it yourself. See how close you come to what it is that we come up with, right? So now, moving on, and I'll tell you one thing before you stop the video, let's take a look at the key. It says F minor 7, and at the very end it says G minor 7 flat 5, C7 flat 9. Anytime you see, well, actually it says G half diminished, right, the little circle with the line through it. Anytime you see that G half diminish or a half diminish going to a dominant 7 flat 9, or minor 7 flat 5 going to a dominant 7 flat 9, that 2-5 like that is a 2-5 in minor, meaning that it's going to take, that 2-5 is going to resolve to a minor 7 chord. So when you see that dominant 7th flat 9, that's an indicator that, hey, we're going to a minor chord, okay? Reason for that is if you take a look at G minor 7 flat 5 to C7 flat 9, hear that resolution? The flat 9 of the C7 resolves right on down nicely to the 5th. Now you might say, you know, that works as well. Of course it does. But the minor 7 flat 5, if you take a look at the F minor scale, you can see that the minor 7 flat 5 chord is diatonic to that F minor scale, okay? Same thing with the 5-7 with the flat and 9th, okay? Okay? So when you see that progression, it's a clear indicator that, hey, look, we're moving to a minor chord. We also start with a minor chord. So we could probably say that we're starting in F minor. Now, this is where you might want to stop, and now you know that F minor, you can go with that. Now, if you want to continue here, you see, take a look, just keep moving your eye across the first line. It says F minor, then B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat major. What's interesting about this song is that, yes, it's starting in F minor, okay, we can call it F minor, but quickly you see that it's resolving where? It's resolving to the related 1 chord, right, or the related major key, which is A flat major, okay? Remember, F minor and A flat share the same key signature. So you'll see 4 flats, A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat, okay? That can be F minor, or it could be A flat major, okay? Key of. So you'll notice that we move into that major key pretty quickly. So we have F minor 7, we can call that 6 minor, or you can call it 1 minor. Here, though, I'd probably end up calling it 6. And then to 2, then to 5-7, then to 1, and then to 4. So right there, you're cycling right through your diatonic sequence, right there. So it's 6, okay, to 2, to 5, to 1, and then to 4. Okay? Now, let's keep going. Then we have D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Now, wait a second. That's like way outside of the key of A flat, right? D minor 7 doesn't function in the key of A flat. Okay, there's in fact no D at all. It would have to be a D flat. So that's a pretty clear indicator right there that, hey, we're moving into a different key. So where are we going? D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Well, probably going into the key of C. So what we do is we put C with a colon, put a circle around it. So now we know we're in the key of C. Then we have 2, we have 5, we have 1. Okay. Now, are we still in the key of C? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put A flat right up here so we can see that it's A flat. Okay. At least that's how we're going to analyze it. Okay. So now, right at B, are we still in the key of C? Well, it goes C minor, then the F minor, then B flat 7, E flat major 7. Since you can already see that we're kind of moving into these major keys like this, so you know, kind of look ahead and you see, okay, we're going to E flat major 7. So, all right, well, the C minor 7 function in E flat. Well, yeah, it's 6. And then what about F minor? Does that function in E flat? Well, yeah, that's 2 minor. What about B flat dominant 7? Yes, that's 5. And then E flat major 7, that's 1. So really what's going on here is, again, we have 6, and then 2, then 5, then 1. Okay, so we have exactly the same kind of progression as the very top line. 6, 2, 5, 1. However, now we're in the key of E flat. So we put an E flat and we put a circle around it, so now we know we're in the key of E flat. And then lo and behold, then we go to 4 as well. All right? There's A flat, we go to 4. Okay? So I put 4 in it. Then what do we have after that? A minor 7, D7, G major 7. Once again, that's outside of the key of E flat. So this is 2, 5. There's a new key. We're in the key of G. 2, 5, 1. So what happens here in the first 16 measures here of the song, we move from the key of A flat into the key of C, and then into the key of E flat, and then we move into the key of G. Now what's really neat about this is that we're moving into different keys. We're moving A flat, then we're moving to C, then we're moving to E flat, then we're moving to G. Do you see anything there? It's an A flat major 7th chord, right? So we're moving into these different key centers. It's a real clever way of putting a song together. But what's really neat about it is that there's nothing funky going on here. It's all diatonic. So that means that we can use our A flat major scale through all of these chords. And then at this point we move to C. Okay, then we move to E flat. Then we move to G. So all I'm doing is I'm just playing that major scale on the right hand, up or down. There's no particular way that you have to play it. Okay. Now at letter C here, which would be the B section. I don't know why they say A, B, and C, or A, B, C, and D. Anyway, A minor 7. You can see right away there's a 2, 5, 1 right there. Okay, we're still in the key of G, and then you can see again we have another 2, 5, 1. But where does it go to? It goes to the key of E. All right, so we have E, put a E colon in a circle, okay? So F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B 7 flat 9, going to E major 7, all right? Remember before I was saying the minor 7 flat 5s and the dominant 7s, yeah, that's a clear indicator going to minor. Not always the case. And here's an example, E major 7. And then C7, or C7 with flat 9, flat 13. And then at D, letter D, we're right back. Well, actually, let me analyze the C7. That would be 5, 7 of 6. Okay, and then we're back to 6, 2, 5, 7, 1, 4. And then remember I was telling you before about the 4 minor, right? Okay, that's common. Oh, there you go. 4 minor. This one is adding 4 minor with the major 7th. Okay. Let me put in that bracket, arrows. Let's make sure I didn't forget any brackets. No, looks good. And then C minor 7. That is what? In the key of A flat. What's C minor 7? 3 minor. Now here, B diminished. Diminished chords normally function as sharp 1 diminish, sharp 2 diminish, or sharp 5 diminish. So it would be in the key of C, once again. C sharp diminish would go to D. D sharp diminish would go to E. Or G sharp diminish would go to A. Okay? You can also have 7 diminish going up to 1. Right? Or you can go the other way. All right? So flat 6 diminish going down to 5, although that's not very common. What's more common going down is flat 3 diminished, going to 2, flat 2 diminished, going to 1. So in this case, we're going from the 3 chord down to B diminished, down to B minor 7, which is 2, right? So this is 3 going to flat 3 diminished, then 2, 5, 1. So that's flat 3 diminished, 2, 5, 1. And then we have a 2, 5 going back to the 6. You don't even have to write in what kind of 2, 5, like you don't have to say, you don't have to say 2, then 5, 7, 6. As long as you have the bracket and the arrow, you know that, oh, I'm going right on back. Okay, so now when we come back, we're going to talk about how we can move this song into a new key and also how we can memorize it using this analysis. So I'll see you in a second.